Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So we're up and running. Arsenal come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now it's Semenyo, and it's Kadiolu, sends it crossfield. Now it's Mbappe. That's been slipped through. He's picked his Wooler! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi picks it up out, goes for the shot! And that is high.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. And it's hoisted clear. Mbappe! Lovely bit of skill. Steaming on goalwards. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and his... Tries a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Played out to the right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Cross to the back post. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And he's picked it up out wide. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. That has been slung wide. Well, that has not gone well. Baresi. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Over to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Gravenberg cuts it out. Messi. Still goalless at the moment. Neymar going full tilt down the left. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position. In towards the back stick. He's tried one! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Semenyo tries to play it through, chips it through. Donnarumma with the clearance. And here's Messi.
Arsenal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well timed, excellent interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's shifting through the gears here. Romero clears. Goes looking wide. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's through here. They're urging him to shoot. And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
He rises! He's missed, but not by that far.
Meno certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Neymar. Mbappe goes for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Goulet gathers from the goal kick. Mbappe! And it's Arda Goulet. Foot in. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Applies the finish! No, not quite.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Spread out to the left. Kadiolu in acres of space out wide. And it's been given away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi, that's a good ball out wide. And he's gone looking for safety. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Fermin did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gently done. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. Hakimi tries to clear. It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Neymar with the short one. Showing good feet. Neymar. Neymar plays it in. And now they can spring out of defence. This looks promising. Tries from distance. And that is doing no harm at all.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And that has been knocked clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Takes the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Throw in.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 13, Ferrin. Coming on to replace him is number 21.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Messi. Now it's Semenyo. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Tries to pass it through. Played into space out wide. And he's there to clear it. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He is through here. Chooses to go back. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Semenyo.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Thuram! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Number 7, Semenyo. Coming on the field, number 14, Eucharist. Number 15, Gabriel Martinelli.
It's a pretty loose pass. That is good alertness. Arsenal will have one further opportunity to make... He's having a shot! Oh, it's gone in! And it puts them on the cusp of promotion. Can they see the promised land?
Well, they clearly fancy their chances now of winning this. A lead at this time that really seems to have re-energized them. Yeah, that's really well played.
And Messi! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Played into space. Martinelli! He scored! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Number 15, Gabriel
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's there to belt it away. Quality ball. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Martinelli. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Messi, he's in a great position here. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rafinha puts his foot on the gas. Messi. Rafinha. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Arda Güler. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went and got it in the best way possible. Now comes the difficult task in planning ahead.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to... And a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Menu tries to clear. And they're back on the ball again. And he's straight offside. Oh, well measured.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Kajolu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He is through here. Semenyo. And that is expertly dealt with. Mbappe. And it's Hakimi. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Now it's Lopez. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Mbappe. Baresi does well to get it back. Now it's Messi. And here's Mbappe.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He can get that clear. And here's Kane. And that was very necessary. And they're quick to get it back. VIDXO. Now it's Kane. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kajolu. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice, a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Kane. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Messi. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Kane. Now it's Mbappe. It's a searching pass. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Vermin. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back towards the middle. Tries to pass it through. And he's there to get it away. Hazard. And here's Kane. He's on it. Can he get away? He's having a go. Oh, denied! Brilliantly.
Fernandez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Hazard. And he's in on goal. Messi is onto this. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. That's a super give and go. Kane. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Kane. Mbappe! And he shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. There's the delivery. And he's there to belt it away. Nicely weighted ball. Semenyo now looking to orchestrate a counter. Looking for the run. VIDXO gets across to intercept that. Fernandez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
VIDXO spots it and intercepts. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Arsenal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vermin. Menu. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Oyarzabal gets into a good position. Kane gets flagged offside. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good spread. That's really well cleared. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Mbappe! Messi. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Kane. Van de Ven. Fernandez. And it's Kane. Just about up to the hour now. Aimed beyond the defence. And now they can clear their lines. Taken back almost at once. And this is Messi. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Hakimi. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Real chance. He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Fermin. Coming on the field is number 21.
Knocks it into space. Semenyo gets into some space. And he was alert to it. Camavinga getting this one clear. That has been slung wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well read, nice interception. Messi.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Great vision. That ball looks a good one. Chance, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Semenyo. Number 37. Menu. Coming on the field, number 15. Gabriel Martinelli. Number 18. Vitinho. Substitutions taking place.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? Now it's Martinelli. Camavinga. Half an hour gone in the second half. Look at the space here. That's going to go a long way. Now it's Martinelli. And it's Son Heung-min. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Solanke. Now it's Alvarez. Looking to play him in. And it's Hakimi. Hit into the middle. Punched away.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, what a... Mbappe! Really well taken goal. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many...
And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Son Heung-min. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Mbappe, looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that's been intercepted. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please take some time out to give your support.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. There's the whistle. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And this is Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Goal! Barcelona! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Messi. And here's Thuram. And he opts to go forward. Martinelli.
That's good play from him.
In towards the back stick. Serginho gets it away. Out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Mohamed Salah! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And it's Son Heung-min. Van de Ven spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a cute ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Martinelli aimed beyond the defence. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Martinelli really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Van de Ven wins the duel this time. Gravenberg. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, how's that for a goal? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
So what can they make of this? Martinelli gets into some space. He's shifting through the gears here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's gone for goal! Brilliant by Vitinha! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there is his 30th goal. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Kadiolu goes on a run down the left wing. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. Golden opportunity wasted.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Gravenberg. Played out to the right. Knocks it into space. And he cuts out the supply. Messi looks to get on the end of this. Good ball over the top. Rodri. Out to the left it goes. Kadiolu. Ball is over the line. Oh, there's a probing ball. Thuram might just make this. Lovely pass, but can he get... Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Danger averted for now. Good read, needed to be. Son Heung-min. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Arsenal are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Here we go again. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And that is out of play. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's whipped it across. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's been cut out, well played. Nice looking ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Serginho. And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Now, can he find a finish? And it's Gravenberch. That's an imaginative pass. And back to the keeper. That's really well cleared. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Van de Ven. And now they can clear their lines. Looking for options for movement. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Kadiolu. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely spread. And this is Mohamed Salah. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's through here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tries to pass it through. Hakimi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Mbappe! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he's had it nicked away. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Messi, and he's in on goal. Can he finish? Off the post.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's heaved it away. And that's been won straight back. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Son Heung-min plays a sharp little ball here. Vitinha is onto this. And here's Thuram. And he's picked out the run. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22, el dorsal 7,
Fermin.
el dorsal 10, Messi. Serán sustituidos por el
Couldn't
dorsal
squeeze it through.
Hazard, el dorsal 20.
Martinez clears.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Hoisted in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And the shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.